Django Rest Framework could not resolve URL for hyperlinked relationship using viewName user-detail. I am building a project in Django Rest Framework where users can log in to view their wine cellar. My model viewsets were working just fine and all of a sudden I get this frustrating error. Could not resolve URL for hyperlinked relationship using viewName user-detail. You may have failed to include the related model in your API, or incorrectly configured the lookup_field attribute on this field. The traceback shows. I have a custom email user model and the bottle model in models.py is my serializers. My views. And finally the URL. I don't have a user detail view and I don't see where this issue could come from. Any ideas? Thanks.
Because it's a hyperlinked model serializer, your serializer is trying to resolve the URL for the related user on your bottle. As you don't have the user detail view, it can't do this. Hence the exception. Would not just registering the user views it with the router solve your issue? You could define the user field on your bottle serializer to explicitly use the user serializer rather than trying to resolve the URL. See the serializer docs on dealing with nested objects for that.
I came across this error too and solved it as follows. The reason is I forgot giving detail, view_name, for example, user detail and namespace. So, Django Rest Framework could not find that view. There is one app in my project. Suppose that my project name is my project, and the app name is my app. There is two urls.py file, one is my project/urls.py and the other is my app/urls.py. I give the app a namespace in my project/urls.py, just like. I registered the REST framework routers in my app/urls.py, and then got this error. My solution was to provide URL with namespace explicitly. And it solved my problem.
Maybe someone can have a look at this URL. If using namespacing with hyperlinked serializers, you'll also need to ensure that any view_name parameters on the serializers correctly reflect the namespace. For example, you'd need to include a parameter such as view_name equals API column user detail for serializer fields hyperlinked to the user detail view.
Another nasty mistake that causes this error is having the base underscore name unnecessarily defined in your urls.py. For example, this will cause the error noted above. Get that base underscore name out of there and get back to a working API. The code below would fix the error. Hooray! However, you probably didn't just arbitrarily add the base underscore name, you might have done it because you defined a custom defget underscore query set for the view and so Django mandates that you add the base underscore name. In this case you'll need to explicitly define the URL as a hyperlinked identity field for the serializer in question. Notice we are defining this hyperlinked identity field on the serializer of the view that is throwing the error. If my error were could not resolve URL for hyperlinked relationship using view name study detail. You may have failed to include the related model in your API, or incorrectly configured the lookup underscore field attribute on this field. I could fix this with the following code. My model view set, the custom get underscore query set is why I had to add the base underscore name to the router.register in the first place. My router registration for this model view set in urls.py. And here's where the money is. Then I could solve it like so. Yep. You have to explicitly define this hyperlinked identity field on itself for it to work. And you need to make sure that the view underscore name defined on the hyperlinked identity field is the same as you defined on the base underscore name in urls.py with a detail added after it.